what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dell Futurist Community Cup for the second map. I'm your host, Captain Adair. With me, Kiran Shadesir, Nuji Bell, and Nikhil SK Brutality. What an intense first week match we had between these 10 cafe teams and 10 streamers. Shade, what do you think?
Man, completely unexpected. We did expect Team 18 and 19 to be the ones up top, but surprise, surprise. But that being said though, team number 11, Vicky Rex's team, I think completely deserved it. Straight up from the fact how they played the early stages. Perfect scout, they knew exactly what they were doing. They got to the compound where they had the best chance to win and they converted it.
Yeah, let's take a look at the scoreboard as we jump into game 2 in just a second. We're going to be moving to Sandhawk. SK, why don't you walk us through these latest scores?
All right. No surprises there. Vicky Rex leading the scoreboard with 240 points, but Rotti's Den, right? Up close and with like 225, and then Danny S with 220, Hydra with 210.
And I think that's all because of the kills.
Yeah, those top 4 guys are all very close in terms of like it's anybody's game. So Sanhok again is going to be a killing field. And then we see the rest of the top 10, which is GXG with 150 points, LXG1 with 145 points, Cosmic at 8th place with 120 points, GameRex and Sick Warrior rounding off the top 10 with 110 and 95 points. It's a good mix of cafe and influencer streamer teams right there. And then Kiran, if you can walk us through the rest of the scoreboard.
Yeah, we have RPs on 90 points, Rotti 2 on 80, Zone 1 on 60 points, GG1 sitting on 50, Blitz sitting on 40 points, GG2 on 40, Zone Team 2 on 20 points, Robo sitting on 15, Rotti 3 on 5 points.
That is how we line up the top 20, folks, after that crazy first match. Let's jump into Sandhawk for the second map of the Dell Futurist Community Cup as day 1 comes to a close. Dell Futurist enables people to follow their passions for careers driven by technology, be it art, photography, filmmaking, app development, and now esports and gaming. This platform gives gamers across India a chance to make a name for themselves and start their esports journey. SK, Shade, take it away as we jump into Sandhawk.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much the first time in India that we're getting to watch Sandhawk being played competitively, and so I think that's pretty much the textbook out of the window. It's going to be a fresh new for everybody, so we'll have to wait and see how some of these teams are going to play. I don't expect there to be too many hot drops. I expect them to just start slow, loot away, and then see how things go.
And what better start can we ask for than these two teams right now? The top 5, which is team number 17 and team number 12, right? These are our top 5 contenders, and they have, like you said, oh, they're going to shy away from hotspots, but hey, they're in paradise.
Yep.
They have to fight, because I don't see them.
That would be Hydra and Danny S, right?
Yep, so Hydra and Danny S, and they are in the top 5, so this is going to be, I don't know, man, it's going to be a very tricky situation. I'd want them both to separate and then, take the later fights, but at the same time, I'm excited to see which team comes on top here. And we see Danny S with a very aggressive push.
I'm not too surprised though that Hydra has gone towards Paradise. I think they were one of the teams who fought a lot early last time as well. What was it, 8-9 kills if I'm not mistaken in the early stages. So they're definitely showing us that they're not too shy to take a fight early on.
Yeah, and on the other end of the map, we've actually got Robo and one of the Gaming Grounds team right next to each other. So that's going to be an exciting matchup coming as Sunny Meister's team's picking up the kills in the distance. We got fights going on all over. Let's see if we can jump. I think the Paradise fight has fizzled out as the two teams have separated. We're going to try and find some engagements for you in the meantime.
Yep, squad number 11, I think that was with Z Gaming getting the kill early on. Robo, my man, is just winging it right now. He manages to get 2 kills early on, 13 HP. And getting a lot of work done early.
Yeah, he would have been disappointed after that first matchup because, very poor position there by Robo's team as Void gets taken down. Vrix is going to be coming in for the assist. He's going to find Sahil, but Noob is right in front. Vrix has got that recoil on the AK. Perfectly mastered as he gets the kill, and Robo's team survives, but they're a man down now. But 4 kills at this stage in the game, very good, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we can go back into the aerial look right now and see that everyone's pretty scattered except for 12 and 17, I think, and 19 and 8, who happens to be the closest in terms of, fighting chances. But 70 kind of moved away. They don't want to take that fight. But the circle, right? Let's talk about this circle because it moved straight towards Paradise. move straight towards the northeast side of the map, and there's gonna be a lot of pushes coming in for this southern region, right? We've got Frostpudge and his team, we got Orumlof and his team, we got Sunny Meister here, kind of split up, and we have Zone Cafe kind of sneaking in between the first three pairs.
Yeah, look at what's happening at Quarry right now, right? As you mentioned, there's a lot of people. That's one of the top contenders, Roti, right?
Yep,
that's the main Roti team.
And AWM, so that again top 10 contenders fighting, but this is...
And then Sunny, who's played
Sunny
Spoilsport.
they can actually play Spoilsport, but Sunny is alone. His teammates are here, and I think Trigger's gonna spot out Nandy, if I'm not mistaken, if he comes out of this shack.
Yeah, Trigger, whiffed a few big opportunities last game that could have made a huge difference to his team. And I'm fairly certain Trigger should have seen
Nandy right
I
there.
think if we switch to first person mode, we
Yeah.
have a better idea of what he
No,
can
I have a
see.
feeling Nandy saw. I think Nandy spotted out Trigger, not the other way around.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're
There we
looking
go.
in. They know what's
6x,
happening.
a mutant suppressed, and an AK. So these guys have some pretty decent loot. Viper XL with he's got the QBU, and we got Joker has actually taken a few shots, but he has no meds on him, so their med situation looks pretty bad. So they're gonna just have one first aid that they have to share between the four of them.
Yep. 2x there with the silencer. I don't see him taking a fight early on. We saw how that panned out for many of the teams last time around.
But there is Johnny Walker, like you just saw. He has a 4x Car 98 with a cheek pad, so he's pretty decked. And he's gonna move towards the solo Zone Cafe person who just has a Vector and a 4x. Not the greatest combo, but hey, let's see if this guy can pick up a kill or two, because he's lost Ashrock and Vacuum Ghost, and he's going straight towards Viper XL's team right now.
Despite not too many teams dropping close to each other, looking at the spread as well right now, there's quite a few teams who are all the way down south, and looking at the first circle, they're eventually going to have to make their way through that quarry area.
I think they're about to hear Zone. I think he just walked past them. They have some sort of idea something's happening. Nandy's trying to figure out. Zone is just below the ridge there. Look at that. He's scoping. He has no idea Zone's moved. And Viper XL, he's moving forward. A few more feet. He's going to see Zone. I think he's seen Zone. He's waiting for the gun. Oh, there we go. The big scope, or rather bigger scope, comes out with the QBU and 2x. Not the ideal weapon, but he picks off the kill there with some help from Joker 007, as that's going to be the end of Zone Cafe's second team.
Yep, Ashrock and Kogue end up biting the dust early on. So as something that we did expect moving into Sandhawk, a lot of fights early on, and I do expect that to just increase quadruple.
Yeah, but what's interesting is, there was nobody initially at the north part of the map. Everyone's going to be moving in, and we're going to see a lot of fights in and around the edge of the blue circle, and that's going to make it way more exciting as this game progresses. Now here we've got Sunny's team moving in a little towards north, towards I think LXG2. That's OM. That's your OM squad, and that's going to be a great engagement, because I think these are two teams that would be, fairly even in terms of the fact that Sunny's team just out of nowhere comes and plays Spoilsport for teams that are supposed to do well. They get kills randomly here and there, and that's going to actually ruin a lot of teams' hopes moving forward. And your team, we've anyway seen a very strong position in the last match.
They're in fact known for a lot of early fights, but and a lot of fights in total. But that's what came to bite them in the rear. The last time around, I think it was Viper XL who fired one single shot off, immediately gives away the position of his entire squad. They get wiped off. Unfortunately, this time, he's just pretty much up against Sunny Meister and co. Let's see who comes out on top.
Look what's happening actually. The other squad, Viper XL, seems to have moved on, but we have Ghostly Boy and Wikirex's squad, the #1 squad right now after map #1, closing in on the whole of Sunny Meister's squad. And these guys are out in the open, trading their weapons and trading meds. And let's see if these guys are they have to push in, right? The circle is that side. I want to see if Wades has the 3x on him. I want to see if he can scope out members of Sunny's clan. And in the distance...
Yeah, in the distance over here, we've got Hydra picking off members of Blitz Zone while they're getting shot at by another team, in fact. We've got Sick Warriors squad on one side and Hydra on one, and just Dread and NG left from Blitz. Not the position they wanted to be in when they thought of a second map redemption.
Yep, Hydra again getting themselves involved early on into the map. They managed to find two, and the rest of the members of Blitz team number 5 gonna be limping away.
3x QBZ, 140 ammo. That's pretty much everything Coursera needs at this point to end this match for Blitz Zone early on.
Yeah, Dredrek, I think he gets spotted there. Nigu also gonna be looking to make his way in. I think Amit has an idea of where the second player is. Yes, he does, and he manages to even land a couple of shots in. And
they're trying to like alternate peek him, but they're not getting their timing down. Not enough coordination there in the team. Dread, I think, almost gets a few shots off, but takes a few himself. I love the new hit markers in the spectator mode. Now we can see exactly how much damage has been done. So I'm glad to see PUBG Esports progressing in a way that makes it easier for spectators and, of course, players getting a chance to make a name for themselves with the Dell Futurist Community Cup on starting their esports journey through streamers and cafes.
And this is as close as we're gonna get because the whole of Sunny's squad is around his shack, and we see Ghostly Boy trying to scout them out with a 4x, but he's gonna move. They seem like they have no sights on them. They have scopes, but they don't really have sights, except for Wiki, who has a red dot on his AK. Like Map doesn't have a sight. They have like good loot, but
poor Trigger,
no
he's just looking the wrong way. He just needs to look a little to the left, and he will have spotted the other team there.
Yep,
I think he's on the wrong. He just they're long gone right now because this. I wanted to see this fight. I want to see where this fight was going to end up, but unfortunate, Trigger didn't spot. But he does. They already have 3 kills, which is I think they picked off Zone Cafe's members early on into the game, and then we see Flash the Alpha in the distance running over his teammate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation there. Also, we see Dredrek getting cleaned up from team number 5. That's pretty much going to leave NGU.
And then we're going to swap back to Sate right now, who spots out Zephyrs, but he was on a moped, and then he's going to spot out the other members from Zone Cafe. Going to spray, but not the cleanest of sprays.
Yeah, they got away pretty much unscathed.
Yeah, but they're gonna hold the compound, which is actually more valuable because this is one of the compounds that everyone's gonna rush towards. Trying to look for kills, but again, 17 teams alive, 62 members. So it's actually gonna be they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
they just need about a 5-6 kill and a win. And
yeah, if we quickly turn to the map,
yeah,
you know, Cosmic's team has found themselves a nice little mountain up top north where nobody is going. Apologies for that. So they are completely isolated. They're going to make a few circles safe. But SK, I suggest if we switch down to Robo Squad, they're going to be coming out of the blue towards Squad 10. That's Gaming Grounds' second squad and one of the zone squads. So those zones first squad is going to be one to keep an eye out for.
And they're 6 and 7, very close to each other as well. Lee Diablo slowly moving in. Karaklaunda spots the player out, but pretty much Trigger Discipline coming in there on the other side of the hill there. And
yeah, let's switch to Robo and Co.
Yeah, Robo's gonna actually walk straight in, and I don't think he doesn't have any painkillers as such. Oh no, he does. Okay, he does have energy drinks on him, but it's not showing up. Okay, so Robo is actually very close right now. He's super close to squad number 10, which is GG. And oh my god, is he gonna spot them out? No, he's not. He's looking the wrong way. There's a guy standing on the roof. Robo, look. Nope, he's not gonna look.
They're right next to each other. Here we've got Sunny's squad actually moving in towards squad 11. Wiki Rex. These guys came up huge last time round. Sunny with the first trade. He gets 2 of them down. This is big for his team. Can he get them? They've already got some kills from zone, but Sunny gets taken down as it is a 2v4. Dynamic Jar very low on HP as well, as it comes down to him and Arconix. Arconix, now this guy's a great guy to play with, but I do not think he's a clutch situation player.
Ghostly Boy there got a lot of work on his shoulders. Trigger is dropped down. You can see his teammates squealing away, help me! But he's not going to be able to use Arconix. Slowly moving away. Is he locked down? Nope. Don't think that's the situation. Might just be the case. But what a time though. It's unfortunate if that's the case.
Yeah, let's turn back to Ghostly Boy and see what's happening. I think Nade's going to come out. No.
He's got Sunny Meister down, and he will eventually get taken down. MAB cleaning up. And
Arconix happens to be the last member just stuck in the shack in the distance. I think they're going to play for score.
Yeah, no, I think he's just like lag out strafing at this point, if I'm not mistaken, because he's been doing that for a while and he's maintained his same trajectory.
Unless he's just styling away, just dabbing away from that fight. It's like, nope, I'm gonna take this fight another day. But I'm a Ghostly Boy does survive now.
He finally grabbed the site. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Let's check back at Robo. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah,
guys.
very dangerous situation here for him. He's moving towards zone. Then we've got Rotti's squad right above zone. So they've got high ground. And then on the right side, we've got the Last Cafe team from GG2. So Robo's team, very, very poor positioning. Vrickster gets taken down there by Fear from zone, as I mentioned. And wow, Cosmic's team with a full 4-man wipe there. I think they blew up the car.
No,
Or boat.
It was actually a
Boat.
No, they didn't. They came from the boat and then they pushed the compound, which is one of Rotti's Den's team. And Cosmic ended up getting traded, but luckily, he had some cover under the staircase and they didn't finish him. And his member just picked up 4 kills amongst the two of them. So Uchit and Cosmic dropped down very early, and the other 2 members just clutched it.
Unfortunate there for Rotti Team 3.
Yeah.
They didn't have a very good position in the previous match as well. I think it was last, and now they're gonna end up, I think, team number 16 here. That being said, the circle will start to close in. Team 1, 17-5. They're all just so close to each other. NGU manages to find one, cleans up on Flash as well. Quick kills coming in. The rest of his team, it's too far away. And, well, at least they know they're not going to be going down south. They're going to evade that, move in. But there is a compound being held by Hydra and Co there. So it's going to be tricky to see how Team 1 manages to get themselves in. Long range fights coming in as well. I think it's team number 14 in RPs.
Yeah, they're just fighting across the road from each other. So we got ARPs and we got as well Google X God. So the 2 streamer teams just taking pot shots at each other from across the road. It would be interesting if somebody comes into the middle of these 2, and then we're going to have a crazy Mexican standoff, and someone's going to be very disappointed. Endeavor misses that shot off on Arps' hand. He would have been hoping to try and make that connect.
Add 3 more teams to that, and that is pretty much a wrangle for you the last time around. As that being said, though, we do see Endeavor there got a little unlucky the last time. This was Rotti who did manage to catch him isolated from the rest of his teammates and cleaned him up early on. And Google X God and Co couldn't really recover back to victory.
Let's quickly switch to zone 1. They're actually moving in right behind Rotti's team, who have no idea they're being stalked. I'm not sure if zone even knows they're going towards them. I think FG God would have seen an SK.
Yeah, he spotted all 3 of them, but he doesn't want to take a shot. But he doesn't know Sate's actually closer.
Oh, Sate's
than
actually
expected.
shooting at Arconix's AFK body. And that would have actually confirmed for the zone guys that something's here. And Rotti's Den, they think it's a full team they're fighting.
Yes.
And Arconix is back in the fight.
Yep, he's back in the fight, and he
is
will
left.
eventually go down to set there. So it's kind of an anticlimactic end to Sunny Meister's team there, especially after being so promising early on. That being said, though, we do have the rest of Zone 1. I think that's Mudkip moving in.
Yeah, it is Zone 1's team, and they actually didn't take the fight. I'm surprised. They heard all that gunfire.
But look at what's happening here. Rotti's Den is moving towards WikiRex and Danny S. These are all top 5 teams right here. In fact, I think that would be top 3, all the top 3. They're going to be facing each other. And WikiRex, he's going to take pop shots from distance from Sate as Kadak Londa goes down. It's not looking good for WikiRex's team.
Yeah, a couple of people taking in quite a bit of damage. Sit, long range, he does have that silencer on him. Kadak Londa, not sure. Yeah, he did get knocked down there initially. So that is one player on the side of Rotti 1's team down for the count. Can they get back to recover? Smoke's going down. Yeah, Sit should be able to safely make it back. I think they do know where he's playing from. A couple of players trying to jiggle peek him.
They need the smoke cover for the revive. Otherwise, it's a very, very tricky situation for Kadak Londa and Sate. But it looks like the clutch revive is going to come out as Anon Panda is going to be providing some suppressing fire. SK, what do you think WikiRex's squad is up to right now?
They are going to push in straight into Danny S's squad, right? So this is the top 3 contenders from map 1 that are going to push into Paradise. But I see Danny S's squad in the distance actually exiting Paradise. They held it for about 3 phases and they seem to have just let go now, and they're going to push out towards the hill in front of them. So the way I see it, WikiRex is still safe. What do you say? Rotty's Den, again, they got the rest, so they're still safe. So the top 5 guys is still not in any kind of like, crazy engagements right now. But in the distance, we see Zfield taking down one of, I think that was
one of the players from Zone 1.
Yeah.
Zone 1,
So
yeah,
Zone 1,
so-
we're here on Nomad, folks. They've been stalked by LXG2, the OM squad, but they've got the 2 knocks, as Zone Boys are going to be able to move away while they're dealing with their down teammates. Now with 13 seconds left for the blue circle closing in, this is a very precarious situation as there's Robo, Rotty's Den, Zone and LXG all in the same fight within a few feet of each other. Normad is going to get caught in the blue zone. It's not going to be a nice situation for him. He goes on the blue, but will somebody from Rotty pick up the kill? And they clean up house.
Yep, and in the middle of all of this, Robo all alone there, still taking the fight. And I think, eventually he decides, nope, it's just too hot to head towards south. He's gonna try and evade this entire fight between team number 2 and team number 6. LXG versus Rotty's Den going at it just at the edge of the circle.
Yep, here we're going to move north in just a little bit. We've got ARP squad moving in towards Sith Warrior and Cosmic YT. We've got long range firefights happening across the hill. Hades has spotted somebody out. He's got the 3x, but he's also going to see Cosmic's team members inside that house as HK is not going to be in a good position. He's getting tagged from 2 different people.
And in the distance, we see Daniel's squad knocking down 3 members of Gosi Boy, which is WikiRex's squad, and I think they're gonna get cleared down because these are 4 big snipers right now.
And team number 6, Rotty, steps up huge there. That's gonna be WikiRex down for the count. The big boys are going down one by one. Brutality.
That's a huge play because that's the winners from last time around already out at 13th position. So they're going to lose out in a lot of points to the others.
Indeed, man. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's a total of 8 rounds here in the Dell Futurist Community Cup.
Yeah,
so
we're going to be playing 2 matches a day. So today we got Irangle Sanok, tomorrow Miramar Sanok, and then next Saturday we're back to Irangle Sanok, and Sunday Miramar Sanok again. So it's actually a real battle of attrition and patience, how teams can improve over the week, work on their game, and start taking esports seriously as a career, which is what Dell Futurist looks to enable.
Yep, and we're going to be playing Irangle a couple of times, Miramar a couple of times, Sanok a grand total of 4 times. So this is a lot of information for some of these teams. That being said, though,
And
shots
then
coming
we're
in.
looking at a completely new camera angle right now with Hades picking up
Wait,
Uchit
one sec. So if you
in
don't
the
mind, I actually
distance.
want to switch to Bates Gaming. He's right behind all of Rotty's squad. They're going right past him. They have no idea. Look at what is happening here. I don't think Bates himself knows what is going on. WikiRex is last surviving member. So WikiRex is not fully out. Can he pick up and get the kill on Rotty and Sate? This would be huge, but he's just trying to play for position because squad 2 from LXG is right above there. He's trying to take pot shots at them, not really connecting. Nandy.
So much trigger discipline from Wade.
Oh, gets picked off there by Viper. He could have done so much, gotten an extra 10-15 points, but alas, it wasn't to be.
Man, we had that third-person perspective there. I'm not sure
He
if
had the same
Wade's-
information.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Wade's spotted all the players out, but he definitely knew there were a lot of bodies around there. But he decides to play patient because we know every single position counts so much here towards the end. More shots coming in. Team number 18 does get the kill on one of the players of
That's
GG2.
Google X God, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 7 teams, 24 members alive at this point, folks.
And there's the circle as well. Pretty much everyone is, I think, edge camping right
Yeah,
now.
nobody wants to go in the middle because they know the circle's going to move. And if they're caught running out from the middle to any of the sides, that's going to be a tough spot for them. We got a gunfight happening here. Squad 18, Squad 10.
Squad 14 there getting 1 kill. Sick Warrior meanwhile does get the knock and eventually the kill onto TSK Dora from LXG, and he's not done just yet. Long range MK14 with the 6x.
And the problem is we're at a circle which is going to start hurting now. Right, phase 4 is ending. Anybody else caught out in the circle is going to be in trouble after this.
And team number 14, I think they are coming in from the top of the hill there. Sick Warrior and Co. Need to be careful. They do have Kakashi looking in towards in that general direction. Squad number 10, that is GG2, are about to be in a world of trouble here as squad number 18, Google X God, Oromolov and Co. slowly but surely begin to converge.
Yep, let's watch what Squad 18 does in response to that Squad 14 pinning them down.
RP is actually taking a lot of pot shots. Gets about 100 hit points on 3 different targets right there, but 3x, not much.
Do you think the 4x would have helped?
Yeah, the 4x would have definitely helped. But then we see them walking straight towards GG Squad on top, and Elo takes down Oromla.
Yep, the hunters become the hunted there. All thanks to one single player there. RP's just doing so much damage.
Oh, but Blaze goes down. The moment I switched to Blaze, he ended up going down. Then we see Hades Blaze now going to take a bunch of shots towards Google X God's team, and they're actually stuck in a very difficult situation because smokes and uphill battle.
Yep, they're going to drop the smokes, but they do have team number 2 LXG waiting on the other side.
Yeah, look at Nandy. Nandy here, he's got exactly the correct position locked down here. They cannot move towards him because if they do, they're going to be walking into a 3x QBZ, and that's not going to be good for anybody. As Sadie Boy takes out squad number 1, LXG's first team goes out at 6th. Nandy, he is going to try and make this count. He's got a compensated 3x, but he's falling back to the rest of his teammates who now know that squad 18 is moving from there. These are 4 kills for the taking.
I think Oromla spots out Johnny Walker at the rock right in front of him, takes about 3 mutant hits on him, connects only one of them. Gonna quickly heal up because again the zone just keeps pushing in Sanhok.
Oh, Viper XL finally finds Endeavor but gets traded out there by who?
I think that was backtrack
Yeah,
there, and
backtrack.
he's still taking in a lot of damage here. Nandy ends up going down, and that is gonna be the LXG squad number 2 eliminated from the server. Team number 18.
And that's kind of surprising because they had the better position.
Yep,
Now
they
we see
did.
Scourge right here taking down Sick Warrior right out in the open from the shack. That's gonna be a big hit for Sick Warrior's team. And then we see Hades spots out Kakashi.
Yep, Kakashi trying to throw some nades down to cover their push, but this is again a disappointing game from Sick Warriors team. They've got a good position, you know, they're at least 4th, but just the 2 kills. They're going to need a lot more than that to make up. Aditya's already found himself a little hurt as Kakashi moves towards him. He's going to start getting hit from behind, and Kakashi goes down there by Hades, but Captain Pons there with the trade-in. And now it is all up to Aditya to provide some support for Captain Pons because he's in a bad position. He goes down as well, and this is not looking good for Sick Warrior squad.
Yep, the smokes go down. RP's there, knew exactly where both the players were playing from, and will be looking to get that revive. Should be able to do that successfully. But talking about the previous fighters, like you said, they had the better position there. LXG, you expected them to come out on top, having gotten the first scout as well. But unfortunately, it was better plays coming in there, I think, from
And look
Team
at
18.
this, once again in the top 4, Danny S's team kills spread out all around. This is a team that's really come together very well.
Indeed, Adi, I think, is taking a little bit of damage there. Sadie Boy, long range. There's still one player knocked in. I think there was Kakashi, who's down from the side of Team 19, Sick Warrior. Backtrack, looking for a fight of his own here.
I think he spotted out Danny S, but you know they don't know that Squad 14 is pushing up from right behind them. If we can quickly turn to Squad 14.
Meanwhile, Excellent does get the knock onto Oromolov, and the cleanup coming in from Scourge. So squad number 14
Endeavor.
they're not done just yet. Endeavor landing in a shot, but he's given away his position, still taking shots. 14 HP, and Garfield, can he stick it? First aid, should be able to do so.
Yep, Backtrack coming in with another kill there, or at least knock, as Backtrack finally goes down to Hades from Squad 14. What's happening there, SK? Who's got the upper hand in this engagement?
I think Hades knows where the last person is. It's Google X God, and he's gonna just keep tapping away at that tree till his team pushes up on the right side. Again, 38 hit points, and Excellent's gonna actually take advantage of this. This is a really smart play by Hades. He's continuously taking shots at the tree, so Google X God cannot move, and then there you go. Finally gets taken down by RPs. Good push from them, but they have no idea what's gonna happen next because Danny S has a really good shot at that hill, and we see Accelerate doing a similar.
Oh, Roy gets taken
Roy gets
down
taken
by
down.
Adi. Beautiful shot there. Just the 2 of them. So they're going to have to play smart. They're going to take their picks. And Adi gets Sadie Boy as well. They have no idea what is happening right now as the CS Pro is coming up huge. in PUBG.
M24, 2 knocks coming in. Meanwhile, Accelerate is going to work as well. Hades ends up going down for Team 14. RPS and Co. have had such a wonderful game since the start, but they're slowly but surely coming. 3 teams up. Danny S goes down to Kakashi. Long straight on Adi. Spots a player out, gets the knock onto Sadie Boy. He wants more. Spots a player out. The kill, I think, did he get the register? I don't think he did. That turns around. Spots out Accelerate. It's the battle of the peaks. He will go down. Oh no, Accelerate comes up big on that fight.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It is 4v1. 3v1, sorry, because his teammates are all down. They know where he is. It's a very bad position to be reviving, because if they push up just a little bit, they're going to see exactly where he is. He's got 7 seconds. I do not think he has that long.
I think there's the incendiary going down there. Danny should be able to get back up. 2 teams alive. 3v2, if I'm not mistaken here. Should be the advantage going to Team 14 here, as RPs looking for the reposition back. Team 12, they will eventually have to move out and into the circle, straight into the arms of 14. So they do have the positional advantage here, SK.
Yeah, I think this is Team 14's game, because the way I see it, Danny S, but they do have an M24 and a Kar 98, so 2 lucky shots and they can turn that 2v4 scenario into a 2v2, and they're going to do a complete wraparound under the eyes of RPs, who's not going to spot them at all.
Oh, Scourge has spotted them. Danny starts getting shot down to 28 points of health, and they are now stuck behind a rock, as all of Squad 14 knows exactly where they are. Accelerate. It's all going to come down to him. He's got to carry this team forward, as Danny S is very, very low on HP. Both of them with snipers. Is this the right move?
Yep,
Oh,
RPs is going to go for the
pick
flank
there.
right now. I don't think they expect RPs to fly.
2v2. RP's moving up. Accelerate gets caught out. As Danny S goes down, can Accelerate? It's down to a 1v1. He doesn't know where Scourge is. He saw Scourge move, but he needs to heal up. The circle is moving. 90 seconds. Phase 7, folks. 1v1. This is what it comes down. The second map of day 1 of the Dell Futurist Community Cup.
Yep, he spots out Scourge there. He will go for the cleanup. Scourge already having hit the deck. Nades on the ready. Scourge. Oh, the nade does so much damage. How is he still at 1 HP? Is what it is. Accelerate. Can he spot him in the grass there? Cool as a cucumber is just gonna try and stick it out. No, not enough there, as Accelerate will be able to clean house team number 12. Danny S and Co. take the chicken dinner.
With 14 kills. That's a big, big kill haul for them. Coming into this round 2, sending a message. They couldn't quite close out last time, but you know, they answered back with a big win and Accelerate clean. Just clean push. Knew what was gonna happen. I mean, it was a good trade. He traded Danny in for like 2 different targets, right? He got the M24 hit, and then as well as getting Arps down. That was actually unfortunate. I expected Arps to like get him off, because it's a Groza versus an M4. You would favor the Groza in every single scenario, but
I mean, he just about
he
survived
just
the
whiffed. It
engagement.
was a pixel, right? That was a
You
good
know,
peek.
Scourge should have been a bit more aware of the situation, tossed an aid in, been aggressive, because
I think he should have been more proactive. Like I said, it's all down to those snipers. The moment I realized, hey, they had an M24 and a Kar 98, I was like, this is an easy turnaround for them if they get those shots. And you know, Accelerate came clutch right there, secures the win for him. Unfortunate for RPs, but hey, second place with about 7 kills is still a good haul. And Sick Warrior finally in the top 3, right? He got kind of killed in a very weird scenario.
Yeah,
Didn't
just got
expect
picked
someone,
off outside.
Yeah, didn't expect the guy to be in a shack in outside the zone, which is very weird. And then that was 5 kills for them, because Adi got those 2 hits.
4 kills.
4 kills?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 kills for them. And we got Backtrack Endeavor, Google X Guard with about 7. And
Yeah, that's 7 kills. And
LXG again in the top 5. So you should be quite happy, Kiran. I mean,
and
solid
with kills
performance,
this time,
yeah,
you know, with
kills as
7
well.
kills.
Yep, and we have the other LXG squad in team in 6th position as well. No kills this time around, but they do get a good position nonetheless. And then we have GG2 in position 7 there. Position 8, Wiki Rex, the winner of the first map on Erangel. This time around, they're only going to be able to muster 5 kills in position 8. So that is going to allow so many other teams who are in the middle of the pack that opportunity to get back into the thick of things. Position number 9, we have Rotty's team. Again, I think
They're going to be disappointed with this.
very disappointed. In fact, both those teams there as top 3, if I'm not mistaken, from Erangel. This time they find themselves in the middle of the pack. 10th comes Cosmic Whitey again.
I was just surprised actually, Vades from Wikidex didn't clean up Rotti's squad because he was right behind them.
He watched 5 kills, I think, or like 3 different knocked people.
He,
and then
he could have
just
gotten
said,
up and picked off 3
down.
kills.
But I think
it would have been great
that's the
trade.
downside of having a 3x in like a 5-meter range. And then we have Hydra. See, that's why I said these squads, right? 8, 9, and 11. They were all top 3. So there's going to be a big shift in the scoreboard. Obviously, Danny S is going to be probably up there with about a 200 or 300 point difference. But these 3 guys are going to probably drop down, and someone else, maybe, I don't know if it's Siquario, but I think Arpis has a good chance. He was also somewhere in the top 10. So we're going to see a big scoreboard switch. And we're going to end off top 20 with Robo in 12th.
Shout out to Robo, in fact. I think he did a fabulous job. He lost a couple of teammates early on, and he just managed to survive all alone and get his squad over to position number 12.
Yeah.
So, great stuff there by all the teams. It's great to see a lot of the cafe teams really stepping up, because the streamers and their teams, they've been playing for a while in various events online. But, the Dell Futurist Community Cup gave a huge opportunity to players from cafes around the country. And these 5 cafes have put together 10 teams in a very, very short time. And they've actually come up huge, especially LXG. Zone has done very well as well from Kolkata. And we expect to see a lot from these guys over the next few days. We've got another set of games tomorrow. Tomorrow the action moves to Miramar and then once more Sanhok. And then after that, we're going to take a week break while the teams prepare once again. And we go to Erangel and Miramar once again. What are your early bets?
See, Miramar is completely different, right? Erangel, a lot of us, there's like people clocking 800,000 hours amongst these players, but Miramar usually is one of those maps where you just dodge. The moment you see Miramar load in, you're like, nah, I don't want to play this. And it's a very tricky terrain.
I personally love it, but most people just avoid playing Miramar. So
because the loot is all concentrated in these big cities, and big cities mean lower FPS, and people are like competitive mode. We really don't want to go to these situations and then get stuck there. But at the same time, the terrain is what it is, right? These massive mountains where you think you're safe, but then there's another squad up there already.
We've seen a lot of airdrop hunting, and that's going to play a huge role in Miramar because someone picks up the big snipers.
Then the thing with Erangel versus Miramar is Erangel doesn't have those terrain shifts where when you're going into a compound or when you're driving around, there's not many bumps. But Miramar, the panic sets in the moment you get shot, right? I've seen a bunch of these tournaments where the moment you get shot, they're like, hey, I'm going to turn the other way, hit a ridge, boom, done, whole squad wipe. I've seen that happen, and the airdrops, right? I want to see more teams go towards the airdrops. I think we only saw 2 teams today actively in both maps. There was Wikirex's team, which went for both the airdrops, and then Siquario went for the MK14.
And I think Cosmic's team also had their fair share.
Yeah, there's about 6 airdrops, and I want these teams to go in and pick these airdrops, get these fights. And also, if you notice the middle of the map, right? The whole of the Sanhok map, nobody was in the middle. Right, till the last push where Adi came in and he got those kills, but the whole time, the whole 30 minutes, there was not a single team that was centered, which is kind of odd because you want to be in the middle in these rounds because everyone's going to push in eventually. I get it, esports mode,
you don't know where the circles
are going to shift, but nobody was in the middle. Everyone just played the edge, and I feel like teams should read these 2 maps, go watch, go prepare, because they played a very similar style. Now, if that happens tomorrow, well, hey, if you're in the middle of that circle, you're going to be at an advantage.
What I personally loved is how across the 2 separate maps, we saw different teams doing well. It wasn't the same teams, right? And that's going to be huge going into Miramar because that's another shift. And then back to Sanhok again. So you're going to have different teams. You know what? Let's not worry about Miramar because we know we can do well on Sanhok. So map 2, day 2, we'll try our best. But it's going to be very exciting because everything's just going to keep changing every single day. Where's your money at, Shade?
I expect it to be a
Home
lot.
team?
Yeah, that's where my heart is. But I expect overall the gameplay to be exactly like what we saw today. A lot of fast-paced action early on, a little slower middle game, and a lot of action later on as well. That being said, though, I do expect it to change a lot moving into week number 2. That is when some of these teams are going to be their backs.
Learned.
Yeah, they'll have a lot of information about the other teams, so as to where they're going to be playing from, what is their play style. Also, the fact that their backs are going to be against the wall for some of these teams.
They have to perform
who have to go for those kills, not only the position. So that's going to again change because a team, a set of players who do or die, that's a scary team to go up against. So
and we've seen that in previous tournaments, people really stepping it up when it matters. And what's exciting is it's not just pride at stake here, right? There's an awesome prize from Dell, a full set of accessories for the winners, backpacks for the runner-ups, and the winners are going to get a special one-on-one mentoring session with Team Brutality. They're one of the most popular esports teams around India. Everyone looks up to them. It's a huge opportunity, especially if you're exploring gaming, streaming, or esports as a career, as Dell Futurist is looking to help nurture across the country. That's a big, big plus to get to talk to these pros.
And I think another big opportunity that isn't as easily available is the fact that such tournaments provide the platform for some unknown players to get recognized as well. PUBG community is an up and growing community in India. A lot of tournaments coming up. Some of these players, this is their opportunity to shine, and you never really know. Maybe a top team just picks them up, and that's where their esports journey begins. Probably right here, right today.
Yep, guys, exciting stuff. This is the end of day one of the Dell Futurist Community Cup. I'm your host, Captain Arya. With me, Kiran Shadesay Nujibal and Nikhil SK Brutality. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon once again with the second set of games.
I do have one question. What's your pick for tomorrow?
What's my pick?
One team. Before we end, I want just out of the list that we have, one team that you think...
Hydra.
Hydra? So you're going with Hydra, because it is Miramar, right?
Yeah.
We don't know how they're going to play on Miramar.
I don't think we know anybody who's going to play well
One of
on
your
Miramar.
home teams, I'm guessing?
No, I'm actually gonna say Cosmic Whitey and Co. I think these guys have had
They're just
some
like
very
quietly
good fight.
moving around.
Yeah, they've had their moments initially, but haven't really been able to transition over that threshold. I think just that one single step there, and you could easily see them in the top 3.
Yep. What about you?
I'm gonna go with Wikirex. Because that's a very strong 2 games. I mean, yes, the second game they did bad, but their first game positioning, right, on a bigger map, they played very smart. The rest of the teams were very panicky. They were all like rushing in, doing random stuff, trying to hold compounds, but
they took their time.
We saw what Ghostly Boy did. That, I think, props to Ghostly Boy for being, I think, one of the best scouts, because he went to 3 different compounds, didn't get shot once, got the damn compound secured, and then got his team moved in. And that's what secured them that first win. So in Miramar, if you have that same ability and you can lock down these compounds on higher ground, that's going to play a big part compared to the aggressive teams that you guys picked.
And let's not forget Danny S. I think he's going to be around the top 3 throughout, because he did well in both games.
Both games they did well. Again, I'd like to see them on a more DMR focus, because they missed a lot of shots in between, right?
With that 3x, 4x, they're just not connecting.
But and also utility, they were very low on utility. Unless we missed that, they used probably 8 or 10 grenades. Even in their last circle, they were very low on utility. So they have a lot of ammunition and meds and stuff, but the utility game was... They could have saved a couple of members as well. So, okay, so you said...
Hydra.
Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Cosmic, and I said Wikirex. So Danny S is going to be
And Danny S is on the field.
Danny S is already up there.
Lots of exciting stuff, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow afternoon once again on the Alienware India Facebook page, on the NVIDIA GeForce India Facebook page, and the Gamer Connect Facebook page for the second day of the Dell Futurist Community Cup. Do tune in as the 10 best streamer teams and 10 teams from the top 5 cafes in India head-to-head face off for the second set of maps. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.